Good day, class. This is Sir Emilio T. Tare Jr. and welcome to our mathematics class. Before we proceed to our lesson, let's have this first. Journey to be an astronaut. This is Jean, and Jean wants to be an astronaut to unravel the mysteries of our galaxies and reach for the infinity and beyond. To be an astronaut, Jean needed to be a scholar of NASA or the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. If one of the requirements of the scholarship is having an average grade of 95 in Science 10 and Mathematics 10, is Jean qualified to apply if we have the grades as shown below. Quarter 1 to Quarter 4 of Science 10 is 89, 94, 92, and 97, while the Quarter 1 to Quarter 4 grades of Mathematics 10 is 95, 99, 94, and 100. Now, let's solve for the average of science. So, to get the average, we will have just to add 89 plus 94 plus 92 plus 97. 92 plus 97. Then divided by 4 because we have 4 quarters and 4 grades. So, the sum of these grades is 372 over 4, and when you divide 372 divided by 4, you will get 93. So the average grade for Science 8 class is 93. While in mathematics, we can get the average by also adding all the grades. So we have 95 plus 99 plus 94 plus 100 all over 4. So when you add this, you will get 388 over 4. And 388 divided by 4 is 97. So the average for science is 93 and the average for math is 97. So to get the total average of science and math, we can add the two grades that we have, or the two average that we have. 93 for science plus 97 for the math over 2. So 93 plus 97 is equal to 190. And 190 divided by 2, we will get 95. Very good. Since Jean has an average of 95 in science and math, therefore he can apply for scholarship and start his journey to be an astronaut. Now, since we are talking about average, let's proceed to our main lesson on our 7th day. And our learning objective for today is find the indicated number of arithmetic means between any two terms. So let's define what arithmetic mean is. The terms between the first and the last terms are called means. When only three terms form an arithmetic sequence, the middle term is called the arithmetic mean or average between them. So if we have three terms such as a sub 1, a sub 2, and a sub 3, then the a sub 2 will be the mean or the average because it is in the middle of the other two terms. Now, let's have an example. So for number 1, we have arithmetic mean between 15 and 17. So every time we have this kind of problem, let us rewrite first our arithmetic sequence in this form. So 15 blank 17. So again, we have three terms and the middle term is the missing one because it is the arithmetic mean. So we all know now that a sub 1 is equal to 15, a sub 3 is equal to 17, and a sub 2 is the average of a sub 1 plus a sub 3 over 2. So meaning to say, this is the formula that we will use in finding out the value of the arithmetic mean. So a sub 2 is equal to a sub 1, which is 15 plus 17. We just substituted the values of a sub 1 and a sub 3 divided by 2. Then add the two values, we will get 32 over 2. And 32 divided by 2 will be equal to 16. Very good. So our second term, the arithmetic mean is 16. So 16 is the answer for this one. Next, for example number 2, the arithmetic means between two terms of a sequence is 9. If one of the terms is 17, find the other term. So this is also a three-termed sequence, wherein our first term is 17. Then, as we all know, the second term is the arithmetic mean, which is 9. And we are now looking for a sub 3. So, to look for a sub 3, we just have to identify first our given. So, a sub 1 is 17, a sub 2 is 9, while a sub 3 is the missing term. So, we have to find the missing term using the formula for the middle term, which is a sub 1 plus a sub 3 over 2. So let's use this formula or this equation. The value of a sub 2 is 9 equal to 17 plus a sub 3 over 2. To eliminate 2 as the denominator, we have to multiply both sides by 9. So we will have 17 plus a sub 3 over 2 times 2. So 2 divided by 2 will be 1. 2 times 9, 2 times 9 is 18, equal to 17 plus a sub 3. And to get a sub 3, we have to add the additive inverse of 17 to make it 0 to the both side of equation, which will be 18 plus negative 17 equal to 8. This should be a sub 3 plus 17 plus negative 17. So we all know that 17 added by its additive inverse is 0. What will remain is a sub 3, and 18 plus negative 17 is 1. So therefore, the last term or the a sub 3 is 1. So next, for our example number 3, insert 4 arithmetic means between 9 and 29. So again, para di tayo malito, let us write it in a sequence form. So 9, then 4 middle terms, which are the arithmetic mean, and 29. So we can now, it's safe to say now that a sub 1 is 9. How about 29? 29 is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or a sub 6, the sixth term of our sequence. Now we have to find the second to fifth term. To find the second to fifth term, we can use the formula or the equation of general term, which is a sub n equal to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. So first, let's look for a sub n. A sub n can be the last term, which is 29. So a sub n is 29. Therefore, if the a sub n is 29, n is very good because 29 is the sixth term. Now, our a sub 1 is very good, 9, and d is the missing term here, or missing variable of our equation, because when we found d, or the common difference, we will just have to add it on our first term to get the second term, and add again another common difference to get the third term, and so on. So since we have now all the data that we needed, we will just have to substitute it to our equation. A sub n is 29 equal to a sub 1, which is 9, plus n minus 1 is 6 minus 1 times d. And 29, operate muna natin yung nasa loob ng ating equation or ng ating parenthesis. So it will be 29 equal to 9 plus 6 minus 1 is 5d. Now we have to isolate d. So first we have to eliminate 9 by adding its additive inverse, which is negative 9 to the both side of our equation. So 9 plus 5d plus negative 9. So we all know that a number or an integer add by its additive term, additive inverse, sorry, will be equal to 0. So what will remain on the right side will be 5d, and on the left side is 29 plus negative 9, which is 20, sorry. So 5d divided by 20, or sorry, 5d is equal to 20, then divide both sides by 5 to have d equal to what? 20 divided by 5 is 4. Very good. Now, since we have the common difference, we can now add it to our first term to get the second term. So, our a sub 1 is equal to 9. A sub 2 is equal to a sub 1 plus d. So, that is a sub 1, 9 plus 4, which is equal to 13. The very same way, we will just add 4 to our second term to get the third term. So we will have 17. Now, what do you think is the value of a sub 4? Very good, 21. And the a sub 5 or the fifth term is 25. Very good. So that's how you find the arithmetic means of our arithmetic sequence. So I hope you enjoyed and you learned our today's lesson, and see you on our next video. That would be all for today. Goodbye, class.